Discover the distinctions that set apart an ESL speaker's English from that of a native speaker. This is what will leave a lasting impression on others and significantly contribute to maintaining a prominent position when you aim to establish your image and carve out your niche. These nuances will prove invaluable in securing top positions and seizing fresh opportunities and ventures. Embrace the chance to study now, as your success solely depends on you. Seize the opportunity and let your determination and effort pave the path to knowledge and greatness. Remember, do the things to yourself because nobody else will.
Welcome to Canada's Smart Mind, the premier Canadian school dedicated to helping you achieve your dreams. Whether you are looking to further your education, improve your skills, or advance your career, we are here to support you every step of the way.
Mastering the art of phrasal verbs. 10 essential rules for structure and usage. Phrasal verbs are a hallmark of the English language, imbuing it with nuance, versatility, and depth. These dynamic word combinations consist of a main verb paired with one or more particles, usually prepositions or adverbs, creating a unique meaning that often transcends the sum of its parts. However, mastering the art of using phrasal verbs effectively requires a keen understanding of their structure and usage. In this exploration, we delve into 10 essential rules that will empower you to wield phrasal verbs with finesse and precision. 1. Structure matters. Verb plus particles. At the core of every phrasal verb lies a verb, accompanied by one or more particles. The particles can be prepositions, e.g., up, down, in, out, or adverbs, e.g., away, together, apart. For example, consider the phrasal verb turn up. In this case, turn is the main verb, and up serves as the particle. This structure is the foundation upon which the complexity of phrasal verbs is built. 2. Context is key. Meaning through context. Phrasal verbs are chameleonic in nature, adapting their meaning based on the context in which they appear. For instance, the phrasal verb take off can mean remove when discussing clothing, or become successful when referring to a career. Thus, understanding the surrounding context is vital for accurate interpretation and effective communication. 3. Inseparable and separable phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs can be classified into two main categories: inseparable and separable. In inseparable phrasal verbs, the verb and particles cannot be separated by the object of the sentence. For instance, look after is inseparable in the sentence, she looks after her younger brother. On the other hand, separable phrasal verbs allow the object to appear between the verb and particles. In the sentence, he turned off the lights, turned off is a separable phrasal verb. 4. Don't fear the particles. Particle placement. When using separable phrasal verbs, it's crucial to understand particle placement. The particle can appear either before or after the object, altering the meaning slightly. For instance, she put on the dress, meaning she wore it, differs from she put the dress on, meaning she placed it on a surface. 5. Get familiar with idiomatic meanings. Phrasal verbs often possess idiomatic meanings that may not be immediately apparent from their individual components. To truly grasp their significance, it's essential to learn and remember these idiomatic meanings. For example, break up can mean end a romantic relationship, rather than simply break into pieces. 6. Mind the tone. Formal and informal usage. Understanding the appropriate context for phrasal verbs is essential for effective communication. Phrasal verbs are often used in informal speech and writing, adding a conversational and approachable tone. However, in formal writing or professional settings, consider using their more formal equivalents whenever possible. For instance, find out can be substituted with discover in formal contexts. 7. Create variety. Synonyms and alternatives. A diverse vocabulary is the hallmark of a skilled communicator. Phrasal verbs are no exception. Don't hesitate to explore synonyms and alternatives for phrasal verbs, as this will enrich your language use and prevent monotony. Instead of repeatedly using turn up, consider arrive, appear, or show up. 8. Phrasal verbs versus prepositional verbs. It's crucial to differentiate between phrasal verbs and prepositional verbs. While both involve a verb and a preposition, their meanings and structures differ. In prepositional verbs, the preposition is fixed and does not change the verb's meaning. For instance, listen to is a prepositional verb. In contrast, phrasal verbs are more flexible, often having idiomatic or context-dependent meanings, as discussed earlier. 9. Consistency and fluency. Using phrasal verbs naturally. The art of incorporating phrasal verbs seamlessly into your speech and writing requires consistent practice. Reading and listening to authentic English materials, will expose you to a wide range of phrasal verbs and their usage, enhancing your fluency. Additionally, actively using phrasal verbs in your own writing and conversations will solidify your understanding and confidence in their application. 10. Embrace contextual learning. Real-life usage language is a living entity that thrives on real-life contexts. Engage in conversations, watch movies, read books, and consume media that expose you to authentic phrasal verb usage. This immersive experience will deepen your understanding of their nuances and help you use them naturally. In conclusion, phrasal verbs are not just linguistic constructs. They are the threads that weave complexity and depth into the tapestry of the English language. By adhering to these 10 essential rules for their structure and usage, you will unlock a world of expressive possibilities, enriching your communication and enabling you to wield phrasal verbs with confidence and finesse. So, go ahead, embark on this linguistic journey, and watch as your language proficiency flourishes, one phrasal verb at a time.
Tell us in the comments below which topics you feel are better for you. And remember to hit the bell icon and subscribe yourself. Now, let's get back to the video.
Here are some examples that illustrate the differences between an ESL speaker's English and that of a native speaker. 1. Pronunciation and intonation. ESL speaker: I wish to go to the beach. Native speaker: I wish to go to the beach. In this example, the ESL speaker's pronunciation of wish and beach may be influenced by their native language's phonetics, resulting in a distinct accent. A native speaker, on the other hand, would naturally produce the standard English sounds. 2. Idiomatic expressions. ESL speaker: the cat is out of the sack. Native speaker: the cat is out of the bag. ESL speakers may sometimes use literal translations from their native language, leading to idiomatic expressions that differ from those commonly used by native speakers. 3. Verb tense and agreement. ESL speaker: he have been to Paris last year. Native speaker: he went to Paris last year. ESL speakers might struggle with proper verb tense and subject-verb agreement, occasionally resulting in sentences that sound awkward or incorrect to native speakers. 4. Colloquial language. ESL speaker: I'm feeling under the weather today. Native speaker: I'm not feeling well today. Native speakers are more likely to use colloquial phrases and idioms that may be less familiar to ESL speakers, leading to communication challenges. 5. Prepositions and phrasal verbs. ESL speaker: she's good at playing with the piano. Native speaker: she's good at playing the piano. ESL speakers might use prepositions in ways that are not common in English, whereas native speakers are more likely to use the appropriate prepositions and phrasal verbs naturally. 6. Word order. ESL speaker: yesterday I went to the park beautiful. Native speaker: yesterday I went to the beautiful park. Native speakers instinctively follow the correct word order in sentences, while ESL speakers may occasionally place adjectives in unconventional positions. 7. Articles. A, an, the. ESL speaker: I want to buy a new shoes. Native speaker: I want to buy new shoes. ESL speakers may misuse or omit articles, whereas native speakers use them appropriately without thinking. 8. Slang and informal language. ESL speaker: hey dude, what's cracking? Native speaker: hey man, what's up? Native speakers are more likely to use slang and informal language naturally, while ESL speakers might struggle to incorporate these nuances. 9. Politeness and formality. ESL speaker: can you pass me that thing? Native speaker: could you please hand me that? ESL speakers might inadvertently use informal language in situations where native speakers would employ more polite or formal phrasing. 10. Cultural references. ESL speaker: he's as busy as a bee. Native speaker: he's really busy. ESL speakers may not be familiar with all cultural references and idioms used by native speakers, leading to confusion or misinterpretation. Mastering these differences and striving for accuracy in pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and cultural nuances will help ESL speakers come closer to sounding like native speakers and enhance their overall English language proficiency.
I thank all the support of Canada Smart Mind and thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you at the next one.